23.19 seconds, and in the 200 meters 23.10 seconds. And for the World Indoor Championship also in Glasgow, with a timing of 7.21 seconds, that's in the 60 meters, and in May 2024, Gina Mariam Bass ran a personal best of 10.93. Amadou, this one is unbelievable. She used to struggle a lot when competing the likes of Elaine Thompson-Harold, Marie-Josée Tallou, Dina Asser-Smith, the World Championship in Doha, Qatar. Well, all those athletes left her behind, she finished sixth, of course, in the final. But getting this personal best of 10.93 seconds was her first to run under 11 seconds.
That's really very much commendable for her. And looking at these athletes that she has competed with, you look at their training programs, you look at their training facilities compared to what she has, and of course the motivational aspect and other things. I think they're not of the same. And having her get to this level and competing with these athletes and absolutely posing a lot of threat to these ladies, of course, in this event is something very good for her and the Gambia. Though she did not finish as to high expectation, because every athlete who competes, you will definitely want to get to the final and you will definitely want to win a medal. If you don't get gold, you get a silver or you get a bronze. But if you also cannot get there, I think improving on the timing is something very much important, and she has improved on the timing. For me, looking at this woman, I think she will definitely not do anything that will caught me off guard to say, well, I did not expect her to do this. No, I have high hopes and high regards for her, because she has absolutely done so well for the Gambia in Africa and other parts of the world or other events elsewhere. So I think, as I said earlier on, we definitely need to be behind her and give her all the necessary support and encouragement, just like what QCell is doing.
Just like what QCell is doing, still talking about her personal best, that is 10, that's 10.93, and she also sets a national record in this competition. We've previously talked about the African Games in Accra, Ghana, 11.36 seconds, and also in the 200 meters, 23.13 seconds. Amadou, can we talk about athletics? Sometimes the weather counts, sometimes the environment counts, and your body shape, how you're feeling at a particular time, would all come into play in terms of competition. You can run a fast time in the heats, and then in the final, your timing drops.
Yeah, absolutely, it does happen because the competition is absolutely different, and as you said, the weather might have an impact, and also the kind of athletes that you compete with might have an impact on your timing, because if you have to face other athletes who are not that much very fast in the heats and getting into the final, because the final, that is where you meet the best of athletes. So it poses a lot of challenges, and I think that is also another difficult aspect. And I think in two of the interviews that we played earlier on, she was talking about the weather, and in the other one, she was talking about it being very cold, and so. But in Stockholm, I think the second time she was able to live up with the weather, and she talked about the weather being so cool, and I think that is also very much important. And looking at the African Games in Ghana, I think Ghana, more or less, the weather is not that much a huge difference. So she was able to live up to that and finish on top in all the races. But I think, yes, those are contributing factors as far as this athletics is concerned.
Yes, in terms of athletics, a lot can change within minutes, within seconds. And one thing that we always keep praying for in terms of athletics, that is for athletes to avoid injuries. And so far, by the will of God, that's really happening in our case. Sometimes they have issues with their muscle, but sometimes also this is in combination of how you well take care of your body. That's how well you take care of your body in terms of your sleep and what you eat. You watch what you do, and as well in terms of your training and all of that.
Yeah, I think Gina has been someone very much particular and very careful on what she does after training. She's very much committed to training, and again, after training, it's also very important as an athlete to relax. You definitely need to relax enough and get enough relaxation. Then you'll be very much sharp in order to get back to training and compete in other competitions as well. And also, yeah, in the Gambia it might be difficult, but now I think she has gone up to another level. You also need to control what you eat, because it's absolutely very important to keep your body shape intact. And also, when it comes to the issue of doping, you need to be very careful on what you need to take, what drinks you need to take, what medication you need to take. Because I witnessed the African Games after the finals of the 200, she has to go through a doping test. And I was like, no, I don't have any issue with this. I think this lady is absolutely at her best, and I don't think she will have any issues with the doping issue. So she went through the doping and came back very cool. So I think she's very, very much concerned on what she is doing and what she is eating. And so once you are able to put that on track, I think you will not have any issues of facing difficulties when it comes to doping or having your body shape have to struggle with certain issues. So I think she's very much in line with the game that she's competing.
Yes, that's at the professional level. Obviously, you need that. You need good coaching, you need good training, you need good diet, and as well as when it comes to taking good care of your body. Amadou talked about those aspects of it, and the issue of doping is quite widespread, especially in the sprint. Some athletes have been going through it for the past, and for Gina Mariam Bass, we hope and expect she will always be at her best in terms of competition. Well, from the pictures that you're seeing live on QTV, we're talking about Gina Mariam Bass Biteye. She's waving the Gambian flag on both sides of the road as she's showing love to Gambians, and Gambians are equally appreciating her, showing her love. That's for the achievements that she has for the country, being a good ambassador, goodwill ambassador, brand ambassador, if you like, for the country all over the world in all the competitions that she competed in. It is Gambia that you hear. It is her name, Gina Mariam Bass, that you would hear, and also representing the Gambia, West Africa. So, in terms of achievements, they are enormous. We can't even keep track. This past events, this last few years, 5 gold medals, 1 silver, 2 bronze medals. This is phenomenal. This is fantastic. As the convoy is edging closer to Westfield area and then eventually to QCell, if you're just joining us, this is the special broadcast about Gina Mariam Bass Biteye and QCell Sunubus, the best GSM network service providers in the country. We have the 5G, we have the fastest internet, and if you want to use our services, you're most welcome to visit all the QCell branches, customer care services, locations at different branches all over in the country. And Gina Mariam Bass is the darling, is the queen of the tracks, currently in the country from Paris, of course. She would be returning there to compete at the Olympic Games, 100 meters and 200 meters, and her ultimate goal is to reach the finals. And in partnership with QCell, we know that is really possible, and we pray that is going to happen. To reach the finals is a big, big dream. Amadou, we talked about some of the achievements, 5 gold medals, 1 silver, 2 bronze. That's 8 medals in total. Well, these are the prestigious ones. Well, of course, we know she has other medals in other events, basically, but these are like the top ones. Are we expecting more?
Yeah, Origay, others will say Sophie Mon Sahmune, why Simom Dal Duemfi. I think she has other medals to come her way very soon. I think this is absolutely very, very interesting. And looking at her, she has won all medals, gold, silver, bronze. And of course, one will say the biggest, the most shining, the medal that every athlete want to go for, she has won it 5 times. And that is above the medals that she has won. So it is absolutely something very much commendable, and I think she has a long way to go. And as you said, there are other medals that she has won, and I think her target, I believe that will be part of her dreams, is to get to the Olympics and come home with a medal.
One thing is funny about athletics, I and Mr. Ade, my news editor, talk about it a lot. How can you be aging and then you're getting faster? That science, I cannot understand it. I want somebody to explain it to me when it comes to athletics. How is that possible? Usually, we all know in other sports like football, if you're aging, obviously, you start losing endurance in terms of your performance also drops. Things that you were able to do. But athletics, especially in the sprints, is where few years ago, you can run like 11 seconds, and then, years later, maybe 10 years later, you are running 10 seconds plus. So I just cannot understand that. But there are athletes that are aging, that might retire maybe at some point. Okay, Marie-Josée Tallou is older than her. Elaine Thompson, the Jamaicans, some other athletes as well. Of course, there are young ones also that are coming up that she is going to compete with. But if you look at her, it seems like it's never ending. A lot is yet to come.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I think with sports, especially athletics, it's always very important to keep your body shape intact. And looking at Gina, her size is absolutely fitting for an athlete. And she has been consistent with the way she is. And that is absolutely a very, very key aspect of her going into competitions and winning. And that is absolutely very much key. So looking at other sports in football also, when you get to certain level, they're like, kii legi magen na. But yeah. But with her, no, it's a different story. And I think it's all down to getting the necessary things in place, like training, and of course eating the right food, and getting enough relaxation. And of course, you will be on the right shape and you'll get it going.
Jean-Marie Bass Biteye is the one that we're talking about. Her partnership with QCell. QCell Senior Boss, the Gambian company. QCell, the best GSM network service providers in the country. Well, we're getting very close. Now it's Westville. We're just seeing them almost like getting through the bend there, coming towards the Caraba Avenue route. Gradually, the big event, the big moment is going to come. The fanfare is going to be here at the QCell building, just behind our studios, and we will be getting into touch with Aliou Ceesay, who is going to describe what is going to happen for us, what the atmosphere is going to be like, and we expect it to be really, really huge. This ambassador, this huge person, somebody who has taken Gambia's name to the highest level at the global stage. Not every time that you would hear the Gambia's name being mentioned at international events, but she is one person single-handedly in the competition that she competes in. She is able to do that. And Amadou, what an achievement for her, and what an achievement for the country.
Yeah, Gambia should be proud of her. Gambia is proud of her, and Gambia will continue to be proud of her, because she has represented us, and represented us very well in all the events that she takes part. And anywhere Gina goes to, if you mention Gina Bass, people will definitely know that. Of course, that's the sprinter from the Gambia. So I think it is really very, very good as far as Gambia as a country is concerned. And then she's preparing to get into a global event. That is, of course, the Olympics. And whenever her name is mentioned, I think everybody will definitely know that, yeah, this is the Gina Bass from the Gambia. Even if you have not seen her before, but once you hear the name, you will know that, yeah, she has done so well for Gambia, has done so well for Gambia, the African continent, and the world at large. So I think this is really, really very good. And we want to see something like this continuing. Yes, it will come to a time where Gina will not be able to continue to compete, but we'll definitely need a successor. Somebody somewhere right now, either watching or listening, should be like, hey, I think I need to be the next Gina Bass, and it will definitely happen once you work very hard and set your targets and work towards that. I think you'll be able to get there. But for her, I think she has left a legacy as far as Gambian sports, as far as Gambia's athletics is concerned. And I know that her name will continue to be in the history books of Gambian athletics and Gambian sports till eternity. Nothing can erase that in the history books of athletics and sports in this country.
Is she by far the best Gambian athlete in terms of the 100 meters and 200 meters, I beg your pardon, in the women's category, not only, but her achievement, what she's able to achieve, no other Gambian comes close in terms of winning at this level in comparison to Gina Bass. Yes, we know there are people in the past who have competed for the Gambia in the Olympics, but the most that they reach is the semi-finals. But no one has gone all the way to the final. No one has gone in the, let's say, world championships all the way to the final, talk less of getting a medal. And for the African continent in terms of competition also individually. And we're talking about track also. And in the sprints, Gina Mariam Bass's name stands still.
Yeah, I think by far she's the best, and she has raised the bar very high. With due respect to all other Gambian athletes who've competed, I think they've done so well for the Gambia. They fly the Gambian flag high, but I think Gina is absolutely a different dimension when it comes to athletics, and she has really wrote the Gambian name in the history books of athletics in the African continent and the world at large. Because going into these competitions and facing the best of athletes that Africa got to offer and winning medals in those championships is absolutely very good. She won the gold medal at the, of course, African Games in Rabat and went to Accra and defended it. So that is a very big achievement. And I think she's up there. She has raised the bar so high. And other athletes of her generation right now should be looking forward to that. And then other athletes who are coming up should absolutely be aiming to say, okay, I want to get to the level of Gina Bass before thinking of going beyond that. Yes, we might get somebody who will come to get this far and go beyond that. That's all we want, because we want to get our sports evolving. But absolutely.
That's fantastic, Amadou. Yeah, we'll come back to you. But let's jump in here. Aliou Cissé is joining us. Now you're finally at QCell. Aliou, tell us what is happening.
Mike, 1, 2, 3, 4, Mike. Well, guys, if you're still watching QTV, we have finally arrived here at the QCell headquarters here on Kairaba Avenue. And that's the head of QCell's marketing, Amesise, Gina Bass, of course, Mustafa Bete, who finally arrived here at the QCell headquarters. Like I said, you've been watching QTV live broadcast from the Banjul International Airport. Here, finally, maybe, if you have anything that you want to share with us, finally we have reached here at the QCell headquarters.
Thank you very much, Ali. Just welcoming Gina to QCell House and the Sunyobus brand. We look forward to more. We're asking everybody to stay tuned until Friday at 10 a.m. We'll be live.
Thank you very much. Like you have heard from Amesise, keep tuned to QTV. On Friday, you will get to hear more developments as far as this partnership between QCell and Gina Mariam Bass Biteye is concerned. Well, on behalf of everyone from here at QTV, we thank you so much for watching. Gajaga and Amadou Tamba, it's all over to you at the studio there.
Well, thank you very much, Aliou Cissé, who is down at the QCell building describing for us what's happening there. That's the welcome of Gina Mariam Bass Biteye. Well, Amadou, finally the big moment is here.
Yeah, it's good. Alhamdulillah that she has arrived home safely. and she needs to get enough rest, and of course get to the event on Friday, and we definitely can't wait to get to Friday, and wish her all the very best of luck.
Yes, that's it. Special broadcast here. The welcome of Gina Mariam Baspite as she prepares for the Olympic Games. But join us on Friday, 10 a.m. It's going to be a big event. Gina Mariam Baspite and QCell, the best GSM network service providers in the country. Stay tuned until then. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.